Mark here with a Faith Minute. Hey, we got to talk about the apparition that took place right here in northeast Wisconsin, about 20 minutes from the parish, just past UWGB in Champion. What happened? Mary appeared to this woman, Adele Brise. Even though she looks like a sister, she never became a nun. What is her story? She's actually from Belgium. As a little girl, she wanted to be a nun to give her whole heart to God, but her family wanted a farm and land of their own, so they immigrated to the United States, to where all the Belgians were going, northeast Wisconsin, to a settlement, the base settlement area. They had a farm, and Adele helped out with all the family chores. One day, on the way to the grist mill to grind down some corn or some wheat or whatever she had, she encountered a vision, a woman clothed in white and crowned with stars. It really spooked her out. She went back and told her parents what she saw, and her parents said, "It might have been a soul in need of prayers that appeared to you." Sunday, October 9th, 1859, she was on her way to church, and she saw the woman again. She told the priest, and the priest said, "If you see her again, say, 'In God's name, who are you and what do you want?'" Sure enough, Adele is returning from Mass, and the woman appears again. So Adele asks the question, and this is what the answer was. "I am the Queen of Heaven who prays for the conversion of sinners, and I wish you to do the same. Gather the children of this wild country and teach them what they should know for salvation to get to heaven. Go, I will be with you." And Adele went. She went all around gathering the kids of families, asking if she could stay with families, and she would walk miles. She would do housework just to have the privilege of teaching them their faith, how to make the sign of the cross, how to receive Holy Communion. She was wonderful. People loved her so much that they built her a little school and a place for the children to stay with her right next to the site of the apparition of Mary, between a maple and a hemlock tree. Her dad originally built a little chapel there with a sign that said, "Our Lady of Good Hope." But eventually a bigger church was built, and then a bigger one. People loved Adele, and some miracles began to happen at that site of the apparition. Maybe the biggest miracle of all was on the night of October 8th, 1871. What happened? It was a terrible time. It was super dry that time of year, and a fire broke out in Peshtigo, Wisconsin. It would be the greatest fire in American history. It would burn over 1,002,000 acres. Thousands of people would die. They had sawmills up there. It spread everywhere. Look at all that land that burned. Well, it was on both sides of the bay. It happened the same night as the Great Chicago Fire. Most people forgot this one, but this was the biggest one ever in America. It incinerated. People would run. 2,000 people would die, terrified. Here they are again. They try to hide from the flames. Holy smokes, that's scary. Well, it also came near the shrine where Adele was with the children. People from all around fled to the shrine, and Adele was in the church praying with the children, cows and cattle and people. Adele directed them to pray. We must pray. And they processed around the chapel. October 8th was the vigil of the apparition that took place over a decade before. On the night of the fire, on the eve of the vigil, on the anniversary of the apparition, a rain fell across the ground and put the fire out all over northeast Wisconsin. And when the sun rose in the morning, those people were saved. That night they had battled the flames. When the flame came this way, they'd go that way. When the flame came this way, they'd go the other way. You can walk those grounds. When the sun rose, things were in ashes in every direction except where? The little shrine and the ground around it. It was like a little green patch of grass amidst a burnt land. Well, then people knew something was up. That place became a very sacred site. Thousands of people would come every year to pray for the intercession of Mary, for healing from Jesus. To this day, over 150 years later, we still go pray. Some of you have. Our Lady of Good Help, pray for us. Adele Brise, rest in peace.